Got a wall around my feelings, built strong like a fortress. Lost inside a maze, emotions in deep storage. Careful when I step, trust is fragile and thin. Words they cut so easily, then they're gone like the wind.
People play the game, say they'll be there and vanish. Promises like shadows in the daylight, they vanish. Guarded heart, I move in silence, whispers in the dark. Can't let them see me slipping, gotta always stay on guard. Guarded heart, I got emotions that they'll never see. Protective armor on this soul that's always watching me. Trust is delicate, a thread I'm holding close and tight. Living in the shadows, always careful with mine. Secrets in my eyes, mysteries behind my gaze. People think they know me, but they're lost within the haze. Invisible scars from the lies and broken phrases. Walking through the fire, I emerge from the blazes. Truth and lies, they mingle, dancing like it's fate. So I guard my soul and never second guess my gate. Trust is rare and precious, like a diamond in the rough. In a world of masks and mirrors, gotta stay tough. Guarded heart, I got emotions that they'll never see. Protective armor on this soul that's always watching me. Trust is delicate, a thread I'm holding close and tight. Living in the shadows, always careful with my light.
Fell from the clouds, felt the crash. High horse bucked me off the path. Smitten, lost, can't find my way. Below rock bottom, here I'll stay. I was riding, up on that horse. Thought I had it all, no doubts, no remorse. Fell hard, right down below. Lower than rock bottom, where dreams don't go. Where do I go from here? Can't see through the fear. I'm lost, I'm scared, tangled up. Trying to find my look. Lost in the shadows, can't find the light. Wandering aimless through endless night. Should've been straight, would've, could've, but I took the curve. Now I'm stuck in this mess with nerve. Broken wings once high up in the sky so blue, now the ground's the only view. Regrets a heavy chain around my feet, dragging me down into this defeat. I look for answers in the dark, hoping to kindle a single spark, just a spark. But all I find is the cold and the pain, circling around like a never-ending chain. Gotta find a way to break free from this, reclaim the throne I start to miss. Right now just lost in despair, grasping for hope, it's nowhere. Where do I go from here? I can't see through the fear. I'm lost, I'm scared, tangled up, I'm lost, trying to find my luck. Tired eyes looking for a sign, fractured heart cracked by time. Should've been straight, paid my dues. Now I'm haunted by the blues.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How is everyone doing today? Hopefully you are all doing well. I am Techie. We are engineered to win. How is your weekend going? How is your Saturday? How is your Sunday? Are you ready for the week? Are you ready for the week?
Are you ready?
Are you ready for today's show? All right, here is a quick rundown of what the plans are for today. So I have already started our cluster on Google Cloud Platform, Google Kubernetes Engine, with Terraform, because I did not want to wait 10 minutes because I forgot last week. We got it taken care of this week. It's already started running, ready to go. So that means we can jump in and get to work, right? So what we're going to do this week, we're going to quickly try to fix the deployment of our backend of the API. Then we're going to work on trying to get the front end working of the Urban Dictionary of Economic Data. See if we can get that working. And if all goes well, because right now we're using it from our Docker Hub, if all goes well, then we'll try to see if we can get it to run on the one like off the images that Google has, not the ones that the public Docker Hub has, right? So that's the plan. We will see how that goes. Also, I'm gonna put this question in the chat, right? I'm gonna put a poll in the chat. I want to know this, right? Do you guys, after we're done with this part of Kubernetes, right? Do we want to keep going, or do we want to see if we can do the same deployment? Can we do the same deployment in AWS and in Azure, right? So I'm going to put a poll out there to see where do we go from here? Like the song says, where do I go from here, right? And that song is going to be dropping as a single on March 1st, Saturday, March 1st at 7 a.m., all right? But let me start this poll. We're going to go like this, right? We're going to say, should we try deploying on AWS and Azure next, or move on? Yes, AWS. Yes, Azure. Should have added this earlier, but we'll say yes, AWS and Azure. Lastly, we have move on. Boom. We got a poll started. I am curious to know, what should we do from here after we're done deploying on Google Cloud Platform using Google Kubernetes Engine? Where do we go? Do we go to Azure? Do we go to AWS? Do we do both? Or we just say, forget it, let's go, we're moving on, all right? So that is the plan for today. Let's get into our quick agenda, a quick little agenda, we're gonna go with. Let me see if this is gonna work. Where am I? Nope. All right, it is what it is. So, we are. So let's get started, right? So first and foremost, I just want to say a big thank you to all of the subscribers to the channel. We are growing at rapid pace, and I really appreciate it. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for allowing me to add value into your life.
I appreciate you.
All right, it means a lot to me that you're finding this content valuable and meaningful, and you guys are bearing with me with my crazy style of learning, my crazy approaches, and my thought. Like, you guys bear with my OCD and my ADHD mixed together and how I come up with these crazy solutions. So I thank you for that. That means the world to me. If you can, if the way that you see the way that I work. But guess what? It works for me. It works for me. All right, so thank you to all of the subscribers, the new ones, those that have been with me for a very long time, those who are watching from the clouds or who are just lurking, and those who are very active in the chat and in the comments. You guys are truly appreciated. Every last one of you, I really appreciate it, right? And a big shout out and salute to all of my Patreon members, my tech savages. Those are my tech barbarians, my tech project members, those who I work with one-on-one. Those are my technical explorers who are putting in the work every single day. And I just want to say, you guys, like, just seeing the amount of work that's being done and seeing what's been happening inside of the new Team Tech with Ralph Discord, the collaboration. We have people who are planning out new applications to build, and they're using the Discord to get information on, do research on the application that we're going to be building for the Tech Barbarians, all that good stuff. So I'm so happy to see it. So shout out to you guys. You guys are the absolute best.
We the best.
And shout out to my tech mercenaries, my YouTube members who keep the channel going every single day. You guys are amazing. You guys are assassins.
Let's get it.
All right, so I just wanted to put that out there. All right, so what we're going to be doing, our next upcoming show, we're going to be tomorrow morning. We're going to be live working on our large language models. We started integrating Claude this past, last week we worked on Claude, getting that into being able to generate, we integrated it with the content creation workflow, right? So it's working fine. The funny thing is, I was using it last week for a few days without even knowing. I thought I was still using OpenAI because I thought I had gone back, but apparently I had set it up to use Claude and it was working pretty good. So, we are just, we're just working on getting everything in there, and then we're going to find a way to, I don't know. I don't even know yet, but we're going to find a way to use whichever one we feel like it at a time. So probably tomorrow we're going to be signing up for the Gemini API and look at for whatever other services are out there. We're going to sign up for that. Like, honestly, like this is an 8-week course. We are on day 3 of week 1 because that's how I work. I take my time, I pace myself, I make sure I totally understand it, and I find something that is valuable and meaningful to apply it to, right? So this content creation assistant has been a lifesaver for me. It saves me so much time. Now, the only thing I really have to worry about is the thumbnails, and I'm working on those. It's, for me, I like the thumbnails that I have, but if I can streamline the process, that'd be even better, right? So that's what we're doing in the morning. Join us for working on AI and large language models and see how that's useful, right? We're going to be going live Tuesday night as well for Q&A. And tomorrow we have a new Canon conversation being released at noon Eastern time. It's going to be premiered. I will be in the chat. Hope to see you there as well. All right. So those are our upcoming shows. And yesterday, I tried something new yesterday. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing it. You guys let me know what you thought about it, but I had took out the key areas of each of the shows from all of our working segments from the shows this week, and I put them on a loop for Saturday afternoon. In case anybody missed anything, they can just jump in and catch what they missed on a loop. Let me know what you thought about that. Do you think it's worth doing or not? Because it takes a little bit of setup to render the video and then upload it and then have it stream on a loop. But if you find out helpful that you can catch up on whatever you missed on a Saturday afternoon, whatever you feel like, I think it streamed for like 10 hours. It looped like maybe 4 or 5 times. If you find that helpful, I will keep doing it. But if not, then I will totally scrap it. So you let me know. You let me know if that is something that we should keep or not keep. All right. But yeah, those are our announcements. Those are our announcements. With that being said, do me a big favor. Before I get to the chat, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications so you can know every time we go live and drop new content. As well, techie.dev. You can sign up for the Patreon there. A lot of stuff that's happening. We have our next week. We're going to be having our sprint review, where anybody who is a Patreon member can join and participate and see what the tech barbarians are working on. And you can also, if you link your Patreon account to your Discord account and you are part of the Team Tech with Drop Discord, it will automatically teleport you into the Discord, and you can participate in all of the fun that we are having over there. Yesterday, I had office hours, and I was just hanging out in there for about 2 hours, working on editing some video and having conversations with some great people, helping, like we're talking about Python and stuff like that. It was Python, iguanas, pizza, stuff like that. We're just hanging out, having a good time. I was working, they were working, great stuff. So join and let's get to work. The work comes first, but then the fun, it comes after. But the main priority is to do the work. All right. So with that being said, I am going to get to the chat. Then we'll get to our first segment of work. Let me see who we have in the building. We have my guy Magnetar. He is showing off. My guy Magnetar is showing off his new Python skills. It says print hello plus Roxy. And he also has print adventures in coding. My guy Magnetar, I tell you, that is absolutely amazing. I am happy to see your growth, because Magnetar's like, you know what? I'm going to start Python later on. I said, no, Magnetar, start it now. Just start it now. And now he's on his way. He is on his way. Love to see it. We have Roxy saying, you're going to be a super user. He is going to be a super user. Roxy also says, good afternoon, Techo Drop, Magnetar and all. Yes, look at Magnetar. Good afternoon to you as well, Roxy. Happy, as always, to see you here. Magnetar with the salute to you as well, Magnetar. Let's see. Miss Freckles says, I like what I'm seeing. You go, Magnetar. You, for real, you really go, Magnetar.
You the best.
Let's see. Miss Freckles is always listening from the bushes. You know, as long as you're not allergic to in the bushes, Miss Freckles, it is all good. Wherever you are listening from, I truly appreciate it. Let's see. See, now Magnetar is pop quizzing everybody. He says, so he puts this up, right? Hello, Miss Freckles. And he says, what did I do wrong? And the most astute Roxy, you know, straight A student says, you didn't put a print. You did not have a print statement. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. I'm telling you, those people, they're sharp. They are sharp. Let's see what else we got. We got C Marshall in the building. What's up, C Marshall? Hopefully everything is going well with you. I'm looking very much forward to talking to you soon. Shout out to C Marshall. And I always have to say this every time I bring up C Marshall has helped me tremendously on a lot of things, but especially on the time cost calculator, finding some defects that I was like, I don't even know how you found that, but like, and then I'm like, okay, let me go and fix that real quick. Always so helpful. So thank you so much for all of the help and support that you've given me like over the past year. So thank you so much. We have AR Smitty in the building. AR Smitty says good afternoon to you as well. AR Smitty, always a pleasure to see you here. Let's see. Roxy says, I enjoyed the group office chat. It was a great way for us to connect. It was great. I'm telling you. And Magnetar says, insert your type of Olympic here. You got to do what you got to do. And oh my goodness, stop the show. We got my bestie in the building. Mitch is in the building. What's up, Mitch? How are you doing?
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Says, well, God bless you, Mitch. God bless you, Mitch. God bless you. And Mitch says, it just gets to a point where he just can't hold back and say, you know what? I really appreciate this guy that they call Tech Coach Ralph. He is the truest MVP. Let's hilarious. You guys are too much. All right. Anyways. So here's our plan for today. We're going to jump into Google Cloud. We're going to, we already have our cluster up and running. We are going to redeploy the API. I think I know something, what part of what went wrong with it. We're going to be deploying that. And then we are going to have a break. First break, I'm going to be addressing mainly a comment that I got on a video, but I also want to talk about interview results for one of my tech barbarians. And and then second break, we're going to be reviewing what? We're going to be reviewing one of my very, very first videos on this channel. Yep. I was convinced. I want to say convinced. I was coerced. Into reviewing one of my older videos, and I said, all right, fine, I will do it. Begrudgingly, I will do it, right? But I'll do it. And then we'll wrap up the show with upcoming events, right? So just wanted to get that out there. Let's get to work.
It's time to do.
All right, first thing we're gonna do, we are going to switch over to what? Hold on, what is going on over here? What happened here? Give me a second. Oh, wait, no, that should have been fixed. Hold on. Let me see what's going on. Thought I did that earlier. Hold on. Let me see. Let's go back over here. Let's try that again. What in the world's going on? Hold on. Why is my screen share not working? Okay, I see why. We are gonna go here. Okay, I know why. All right, let's try that again. There. What is that? What is? Nope, not that either. I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. I don't know what's going on here. Let me fix that. Let me get this working. Okay, because I don't know my left from my right. That's what it is. I still don't know my left from my right. All right. My goodness. I have to clean this stuff up. I have to get my life together. Let's try that again. Let's go here. Let's try that again. There we go. Is that right? Does that look right? I don't know. That does not look right. I don't know what am I doing? Give me a second. I'm going to start the timer over because I am just messing everything. I thought this was working just fine. All right, let's see. Let me do this manually. Let's go to... Why is that like that? Let's go to... Where are we here? Let's see here. Let's see, is this screen share right? This is this one. All right, well, we just recreate it. Hold on, let me just recreate it because I don't know what's going on over here, but I can always fix it. Let's go to... Let's do this on the fly. It's just working just fine. We will just use this one. I will fix it on the fly. When your software goes bad, you gotta make adjustments on the fly. All right, here we go. So we're gonna do all right. Let me fix this. All right, so we're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. So it's all a mess. All right. So we're gonna figure it out later. All right. So let's go with this. Let's go with this. Do I have? I don't know what's going on here. Let's see here. Let's go back to full screen, and I will copy this. Make sure I'm using the right. Let's go back over to here. Boom. All right, it is what it is. That's what it's going to be. All right, I don't know what's going on here, but it is what it is. So let's get to it. So I'm going to go to my Google Kubernetes Engine. Not sure what happened over here. I feel like I lost something. And we're good. We're good to go. So we have our cluster up and running. A lot of bloopers, Roxy. A lot of bloopers happening right now, but it is what it is. You know, I tried it out before the show started, and it said, you know what? It told me this. It told me this.
Do not come.
It is what it is. It is what it is. We will build it on the fly. All right. So we have our cluster running. Our UDEC GKE cluster. Let's go ahead and open that up. Let's go to. Let's open up our shell. Authorize. All right, that's open. All right, so now that we have our cluster up, we wasted 5 minutes trying to figure out what was wrong with my setup here, but we're going to be deploying so remember last week we had the issue of the architecture of our Docker containers or a Docker image. So we fixed that. So now we're going to deploy the service. So we're going to say, first I'm going to do kubectl. That's the command for Kubernetes. And we're going to say kubectl, this is to get deployments, make sure that there's nothing there. And it's thinking about it. Any day now. And let me take rid of this background. What in the world? I don't know. Okay, just doing its own thing. All right, so we're gonna do kubectl deploy kubectl deploy, and we're going to say -- image equals tech coach Ralph, and we're going to say tech coach Ralph / UDEC. Let me pull it up in the terminal, on my terminal, see which one it is. What in the world? Oh, this is showing up. I'm so confused. Hold on 1 second. Let me fix this. Let's go with Google Chrome. We're gonna say here. All right, there we go. Move that back up here. Let's see here. So many weird things happening today. All right, there we go. All right, move that back up. All right, so we got that. I don't know what. All right, so we have that. Let me get my terminal so I can see Docker PS, Docker images, and it's going to be udec-be -be, and then colon for the tag, which is going to be ARM or AMD 64. AMD 64. All right. There 64. So that's the image that we want to start. Let's see if that works. Is it just me? QPTO. See, this whole thing done messed me up now, because now I'm like, all right, why is nothing working for me? Hold on. See, now I forgot everything. All right, so kubectl deploy. Now I forgot, because now I'm annoyed. Let me see, deployments. What's the command? What is the command now? Okay, I know what it is. It's create. That's what it is. I have to create it first. So cube ctl create deployment -- image equals, and can you guys see that? Let me make sure you can see it as well. Let me see. Can you see what yeah, you can see it, right? Image, and it's gonna be tech coach Ralph / udcbe :AMD 64. All right, let's go. I feel like the shell is name. All right, so we need a name. So the name is gonna be udec-be. So that should work. Make this a little smaller as well, so it's not blocking stuff. I don't know why it's like not doing anything. Create deployment failed. Your project. What? All right, I'm just gonna close this, refresh, because I don't know what this thing is doing right now. All right, so let's go here. You always got to run into something, right? You always have to run into something. Connecting to your cloud shell. All right, we're connected. And we're going to do kubectl. We're going to say create deployment udec-be image equals tech coach Ralph / udec-be :AMD 64. Right? Now I remember. But why is this timing out on me? Let's see. All right. If I go to this deploy over here, if I go to this deploy and we call this, let's see if we can, all right, so that doesn't make any sense. All right, let's try to, haven't tried it in this part yet. Let's try to do it here, right? So UDC-B, and we say, it's fine. Let's try it in this part, right? So let's say tech coach Ralph / UDEC-BE : and we're going to say AMD64 for the tag that we're using. Environment variables. Are there environment variables? Override the default entry point in the container. Let me see. We can come back to well, we do need this environment variable. So let's say the environment variable is it's going to be, let me get it from this application. It's going to be database connection. And the value is going to be, have to go to Mongo for that, MongoDB. And we're going to sign in. So I'm doing that on another browser, just so we can stick to the Google part of it. I'm really upset. I don't know what happened to my scene, because I was just looking at it before we got started. All right, so let's go to where is connect drivers. All right, so I'm just going to drop this in here, and then I will end up updating this password later anyways. UDC 2024. There's nothing on there anyway, so let me see. I just want to see if this is going to work. So put this over in. It's going to be, this is the password that we're going to be using. All right, so we got that password. And let's go to next. So now expose deployment as a service. So here it kind of helps you do everything in one shot. Target port is going to be 3000 because that's the port that it's using in the application. I wasn't expecting to use this interface today, but it is what it is. You have to go with what the times give you. So port 80 and port I want port 80. I might come back and update this, but I'm gonna say port 8080 goes to target port of 3000. And let's go and do the deploy, right? Let's see what we get. All right, so existing cluster is working. Let's see, we have next. Let's see. I don't know what a workload is. Never heard of that one. I'm really curious though. Why is this not working? I'm really confused about this terminal. I wonder if it has to do. Oh, you know what it might. It might have to do with. Hold on. We'll wait for this to be done, but it might have to do with. Let me see. I think I need to do that authorization thing that we always do. So let's go with GKE deployment. I think the issue has to do with this part, right? I guess we always have to do it. So we should have that. So I think we need to do this part right here. No, that not create. We need to do this one. Get the credentials. I think that's why it's not working. Let's do that real quick. Let's go over here. Paste. And we're going to say UDEC stash no, it's going to be, what is the cluster? UDEC-GKE-cluster location equals US East 1. Now if I do cube CTL get deployments, should work. So that's what it was. That is what it was. We did not get our credentials for us to be able to connect to the cluster inside of the terminal. All right, so now we know. Let's see. So let's go in here. I do this again. So it looks like it's up. Let me minimize this. And if we look through our
Lunch break.
let's see if we can get this real quick. Let's see if we can see this real quick. Workloads. So it looks like it's okay. So let's click in here, right? And if we were, I'm going to open the network access to the database real quick. Because with that, we should be able to connect to the API. All right. So if we are looking over here, it says everything is up and running. All 3 of our pods are up and running. Let's go to, just want to see this real quick. We're going to go to break right now. I just want to see, do I have a public IP? Load balancer endpoint. If we go to here, and why would you be asking me for open API key when I was deploying the backend? Anyways, let's go to break. We'll investigate that on our once we're out of break, right? We'll investigate that once we are out of break. Let's see. I'm kind of off camera. Let me fix that while I'm here. Let's go with, there we go. All right, let's go to break. Let's go to full screen. I don't know what's going on with this application, but we'll figure it out. We shall figure it out. Let's go to the chat. We'll check the chat, and then I will address a comment that I got. All right. So let's go to, let me see what we got in the chat. A lot of activity in the chat. We are going to go through each of them. Let's see. So we have my guy. Let me see. We got my guy JLo on the track in the building. What's up, JLo on the track? I left a comment for JLo on the track the other day saying, "You are almost making me get back into basketball because your highlights are absolutely amazing. Really, really like it. Very awesome." Let's see. Let's see. We have Mitch says the video where you were scared with a hoodie on looking lost. I don't know if it's that video. It might be. I don't know. It might be that video. I don't know. We'll see. C. Marshall says that catch-up video would be awesome. I hope you post that video. So the reason that I unlisted it is because it was like a 10-hour video. Maybe I'll cut it down to like the 2 hours that is it 2 hours? To like the 4 hours that it is. But it was like because it was just on a loop. So maybe I can just take that video and cut it down. I put it on a loop, live streaming it in case like so people could be in and out and they could just catch it. But then once it's done, it's set as a 10.5-hour video. So maybe I'll just cut it down to what it actually is, and then make that available. Maybe we could do that. Let's see. Oh my goodness, Jay, that was funny. All right. Let's say Max says it's cool. TCR, I take my meds off screen as well. Let's see. Says the plays are funnier. It says Medea plays actually aren't bad. You guys are funny. And Roxy calls me out on the bloopers. I don't know what is going on. I don't know what is going on over here. It is all weird. Let's see. Let's see where we're at. We are to Miss Freckles says you can do it to Tech Coach Ralph. Thank you, Miss Freckles.
Bruh.
As one of these old songs said, it's not all bad, but it is not all good either. I don't know what is going on with me over here. Let's see. And yes, J-Lo on the track says everyone, make sure to check out the Abandoned album. I personally love Where's the Good. That is one of my favorites as well. Let's see. Miss Freckles out for fire. I love it, Miss Freckles. I love it. Let's see. Roxy says problem solving on the fly. That's what we do here. That is what we do here. Let's see. What else do we have? We have Trebek 123 says, hello, with all due respect, what does it mean to deploy economic data? So, good question. Amazing question, actually, right? So, on Saturday mornings, we have our weekly economics review. However, when I first started doing that show, I just had this crappy old Google Docs that had all the information on it. I had to go between two different docs where I was like, okay, what does this term mean? And then, okay, what do we need to analyze this week? What we ended up doing was we built a whole web-based application, which I can actually show it to you. But we built a whole web-based application where we had it's built on React. It's using Node as it for the API, and so what we're doing is we're deploying that through Kubernetes. So that's what it means. So the whole application is called the Urban Dictionary of Economic Data because it has AI built into it, and we are using that to power our Saturday morning show. But I was like, oh, I also want to deploy it. So let me take the opportunity to use Kubernetes to learn how to use Kubernetes using an app that I actually built. So that's what it means by deploying economic data on Kubernetes. It's just they don't have enough space to fit the whole entire name. And even if I did, you wouldn't know what I was talking about. So that's why you asked an amazing, amazing question. Let's see. Trebek says, I am an economist, but not a techie. So this caught my attention and I came here to find out. Oh, that is awesome. Welcome. You would probably be very, very valuable here because I am not an economist. I am a techie. And I'm just trying to understand this economy stuff. I have my limited understanding, but I built something to help me better. And one of the, let me see, maybe I can show it to you. Let me see if I can show it to you, right? Let's do localhost 3001. So this is what it is, right? Let me share the screen. I don't even know if this sharing screen is going to work for me. Let's see. All right, there you go. So this is the Urban Dictionary of Economic Data that I built. It has the weekly economic indicators where we have to look for the upcoming week on Saturday. So we have the conference board's consumer confidence. We have the new home sales that we're going to be looking at next week. And what I normally do is let's say consumer confidence. And it shows me like what I have in the database, and I would click on that, and I have some explanations of explanation of that economic indicator. And then I say, all right, I want to get an example, right? I want to get an example of why this would be useful to me. And I would say, all right, so we can enter in a different role. So let's say we say an overnight nurse, right? Why would the consumer confidence be meaningful to an overnight nurse? So now that's going to do a search. It's going to use AI to generate an example on why the consumer confidence survey would be relevant to an overnight nurse, right? So then it says impact on overnight nurse. Let's see how it might impact job stability and hours, patient volume, nurse pay and benefits, stress level. So we do that on Saturdays to get a better understanding of this economic data, right? So hopefully that helps understand what I mean by deploying it, because right now this is all running locally on my computer, but I want to be able to have other people be able to use it as well. And that's why I was like, all right, let's see how can we deploy it, right? Probably won't leave it on Kubernetes because Kubernetes is super expensive, but putting it out there for people to be able to use it would be adding value, right? So hopefully that quick rundown helps, and I really hope to see you on Saturday mornings, because you would add so much value helping me understand what these things are. And I am not, like I said, I am not an an economist, but I am a techie, and maybe we can collaborate where we can put my tech skills and your economic information together and we can do something amazing, right? So let me know, Trebek. It says, does it mean we're creating databases of economic data? It does not mean that, but we can. But I just explained it like in the database, I have like what the words mean and some examples, where the information comes from. But let me know what you have in mind. Let's see what else we got going on. It says, would anyone know what the end goal of this exercise is? So the end goal is to be able to deploy the application that we built that has our economic dictionary to the cloud. Right now it is running locally on my machine. We're trying to get it onto the cloud, all right? And this is not AI. It just uses some components of AI to get the examples. Let's see. I think I answered that question, what the app will do. Let's see what else. Trebek says, very cool. Would this app be able to ingest Excels of economic data and store it as a database to then analyze? As of right now, it cannot, but it can do whatever. It can end up doing whatever we want it to do. But this was just a little tiny app to help me better understand what I was reviewing, and it's been doing that. It's been doing that really well, especially like the examples that it generates. But if there is some type of, that can even be another app idea. That sounds like really cool stuff that I don't know much about, but that sounds really cool. You know what? Let me see. Trebek says, I have a lot of data, but no API for each source. So some have API, but most are internal Excels. Do me a favor, because this sounds really cool. And email me, Ralph@techcoachingwithralph.com, and let me know what you're thinking about, and we can see what we can do, because I think that would be really cool, a really cool project that working with an economist on what we can do between the economy and between the tech space to better clean up, provide data, and add more value. So that sounds really cool. Please send me an email. Don't hesitate. Says, yes, thanks. I will be here next Saturday for sure. Were you online? Yes, I was online yesterday morning. We do it on Saturday mornings. It's around 9:15, 9:30 Eastern time, AM Eastern time in the morning, where we're just, we have a cup of coffee. We're just reviewing the data, see like what it means. We're just trying to analyze it, because a lot of us, we do not have the best understanding of the economy and the data, and we just hear stuff and the news tell us stuff, but we don't really know what it means. So we're just trying to get a better understanding so that we can make better decisions in our day-to-day lives. Let's see. Says, I think I can learn much more from you than vice versa, but really appreciate it. And yes, Mitch is my resident class clown, but he is also a data analyst as well. So he is super smart as well. All right. So he adds a lot of value to this channel as well. Says, could someone help me with his email? All right, I'll just put it in the chat for you. No worries. I can put it in the chat. Where is the chat? All right, so there we go. I will put it in the chat. It is. Boom, there you go. So that's in the chat now. Anything up? Oh, perfect. All right, we are all. It says I'm old. You are good. You are very, very much appreciated here on this channel.
I appreciate you.
All right, and this is why I love doing this, because you never know who's going to show up, and then we have and how much value that we can add to each other. I never dreamed that we're going to have an actual economist show up on the channel asking, like, what does it mean to deploy economic data? You know what I mean? And now we could end up like adding more value all around, and that is the goal of this channel. The number one goal in my life at least. I don't know about your life, but in my life is to add value to each one of you. Trebek, Mitch, Roxy, Freckles, J-Lo on the track, AR Smitty, Magnetar, all of you guys. That is my goal, to add more value, and that we can just make better decisions overall, right? So with that being said, we're gonna get a little crazy right now. Right? We're gonna get a little crazy right now. So I'm gonna start off with this, right? I'm going to start off with giving some quick feedback on the, let me put up this. Hopefully this works. I don't know what is going on. All right, let's see what's going on. Let's go here. All right, we're gonna clear the error, and I'm gonna just comment. But first, before I do that, I'm gonna put a timer for 5 minutes, right? And I just want to give a quick update on my tech barbarian. So remember I was telling you that I had a tech barbarian who had a major interview. So they did not end up getting the role, right? However, it was a great learning experience, because we were able to see two things. The first thing, well, not see, but we're able to get, like, this was the most confident that they ever felt going into an interview, right? And they put it all on the line. Now, they also, the learning experience is like, all right, they were able to see what went wrong, and we're able to see, like, I always tell the people that I'm working with closely is that don't get mad at the data. The data is just data, right, Mitch? Data is just data, right? You can either look at it in a negative, like, oh my God, like I'm trying to lose weight and I gained 3 pounds and now I'm so mad at myself. Or you can say, okay, when I lost the 5 pounds, I was doing A, B, and C. When I gained the 3 pounds back, I was doing F and G, right? So that means that I need to not do this because it's going to have a negative effect on me. And I need to do this because it has positive effects on me, right? So the same way with everything else, right? When we are interviewing, and whether we get the job or not, you have to go back and look at the data and say, okay, what went well, what didn't go well, and now you come back even stronger. To me, this was not a failure at all, not at all, because they got to interview with a major organization, and they got great feedback. There were little things, there were very minor things that went wrong. And it was not on the technical side of the things. It was like on more of the processes of like agile. I'm like, okay, cool. So you know what? Now we know what we need to work on. And now we're going to hit that hard, you know, but for me, it is all data. It is all data. And now building that confidence over and over and over and over again, that is my number one goal, because we have to get out of our own way to say, all right, oh, you know, I'm so bad. Like people like to put themselves down. And I'm like, why are you putting yourself down? Right. I believe that you need to be tough on yourself. You need to be hard on yourself, right? But you also need to celebrate your accomplishments, and you use those accomplishments to fuel yourself to continue to do more, right? You take your losses and you turn those into wins, and you use your losses to fuel you, but you also use your wins to fuel you to go even harder. All right. So I was like, okay, that's what we said, right? Like, okay, that's good to know. We have the data that we need, and now we're gonna just continue moving forward. We're going to work on the weak spots to make those even stronger. And I have, like, every time I find out what a weakness is, I have strategies to work on those, to build those up, to and that's the goal. That is the goal. So I was like, all right, cool, we got it, no biggie. Let's continue moving forward with that. And you're a rock star. You are a rock star, right? Now let's get to this. Let's get to this, right? I am going to address this comment that I got, right? So I'm gonna share the screen real quick. So I got this comment on a live stream that I did. Which live stream was this? This was the, I don't even know. This was our ethical hacking, right? Our ethical hacking on Thursday night, right? So this little comment right here says 6-minute intro. Damn, bro. Like, what the? And I was like, whoa, slow it. I was like, slow it down. You know what? I have a question for you. Whatever this name is, upset at my 6-minute intro. I was like,
yeah, I have a lot of questions. Number one, how dare you?
So let's clear the air here, right? Let's clear the air, right? For this long name that makes no sense, right? And their funny looking avatar, right? Number one, first and foremost, right? I do what I want. I do what I want. No, Mitch, not that I was yapping. He was talking about the 2 songs at the beginning of the show, right? And I was like, look, friend. If I need 6 minutes of music to get me into actually wanting to do the show, then it's what it's gonna be, right? And I will reiterate.
Back to work. Chop. Let's go. Come on, get a move on.
By the way.
Back to work.
By the way, let me not forget. Let me like and heart the comment, right? Okay, now it's a heart. It's liked. It's checked. It's thumbs up and hearted, because I always heart all comments. But here's the deal, right? If I need 6 minutes of my music and to promote my music to get the show started, then guess what? That's what it's gonna be. That is what it's gonna be. You can because YouTube has this amazing feature, right? This amazing feature that you can just, and I will even show it. I will even show it for all of you who don't know about this feature on YouTube, right? I will show you this, right? You can just go all the way. You see, you can just go from when it's starting over here, right? Let me mute it to make no sound, right? See how it's starting right here, right? It's starting, right? Cool, like nice, beautiful production, a beautiful production, if I must say so myself, right? But if you don't want to hear the 6 minutes of introduction, right? You can just take your little finger and you can just go all the way past the 6 minutes of introduction, right? You can just go right around here, and now you can totally bypass the whole 6 minutes introduction, right? Or another suggestion, right? You can also, right? Go find amazing tech content from somebody else. I'm just saying, like, look, there's feedback that I take. I love feedback, right? Right? I was in conversation with somebody today, like, oh, you should do this type of show. I was like, I don't think so, right? But we had a great conversation about it. But if you're gonna leave me a comment talking about WTF on all the work that I put in, up late creating music, up late going to schedule another David Goggins demon time for the week, stuff like that, so it can keep me going every single day, right? Then I'm gonna tell you, well, you can go find some monotone people who don't have any any light and any joy in what they're talking about. They're just like very, very monotone, like a robot, and do that. But here, I'm going to learn, I'm going to have fun, and I'm going to add value. And if by any means the 6-minute intro is way too much for you, then I might make it 9, or you can go find somebody who doesn't have an intro. There are plenty of people who don't have intro, they just get to it. But guess what? For me to want to do every single show, I'm going to show my work, all the work that I do, right? So I just wanted to, you know what? Hold on. I forgot to say this. At the beginning, right? With all due respect, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart, with all due respect. All right. Just wanted to say that. And now the air has been cleared, and I feel so, that's probably why everything was messing up. That's probably why everything was messing up earlier today, right? But that is it. That's all that I wanted to say, and that's all I gotta say about that. All right. Let's see. Let me check the chat one last time before we continue on. Time is running in the show. Let's see. Mitch says I'm dumb. Okay, fair enough. Let's see. It says this is amazing indeed. Our future is bright with youth like you. Oh, thank you so much. I
appreciate you.
I'm just trying to put the information out there and have a great production, all that good stuff. It says, yep, it can mean whatever you want it to mean depending on the audience. It says, yes, correlate the data points and improve the casualty discovery. All right, Ms. Freckles, I need your help with casualty. Let's see. Mitch said he said you were yapping. No, he said I do not want to hear your music, and I said, what? You know what? If you don't want to hear my music,
Do not come.
I'm just saying. Let's see. What else? It says write back and ask what's his number so I can call him and pull him. Hilarious. And JLo says maybe they wanted it longer than 6 minutes. 6 minutes was too short. Maybe that's why I say maybe we have to go to 9 minutes. And maybe I like to go with 2 songs and get the show started. And all the songs. What's going on here? Hold on. What is going on here? I don't like how that looks. Let's see what is going on. Where's our Wi-Fi? Today is a mess. Let's see here. Try again. YouTube is not receiving enough data. Let's see why. Make sure our internet is working. We're connected. Let's see here. No, we're still good. Our internet is fast, so YouTube should be just fine. YouTube, you guys let me know if I'm okay. Am I frozen? Let me see. Let me check. You make sure I'm not frozen in this. I should be fine. Let's see. All right, should be good. We should be good. All right, cool. That was weird. YouTube told me that they were not receiving enough data, so we're back. All right. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. Says that boy Ralph Human. Ms. Freckles says, I love the clapback. Tell him again for the ones in the back. But Ms. Freckles, I know you're not sitting in the back today. I know you're not sitting in the back. Which is, with all due respect, here is the disrespect respectfully. Exactly. See that? Mitch understands me. And by the way, he gets a.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I forgot to let him know that. And Magnus says causality. Oh, okay, that's how you say it. I thought it was casualty. Causality. Okay, thank you for the help. Magnetar. Let's see. All right, cool. We should be good. All right. Let me get some water and then we're going to get to our next segment. All right, so let's start off our next segment.
Let's go! Let's go!
Something that I don't understand is why is the backend trying to load OpenAPI unless we actually deployed the front end? But no, that can't be. All right, hold on. Let's do this. We are gonna go to see. Let me get a terminal. We are gonna go to. So many terminals open. All right, let's go to. Let's go to this screen over here. This scene still works. All right, let me see Docker. Docker. Why would that one be asking for OpenAPI? Docker. Let's go here. Let's see. Is there any OpenAPI? There's no OpenAPI stuff in here. And it's putting Docker. All right, let's see Docker images. All right, Docker images. The backend. So this can't be right because this backend. Did we build the wrong thing? See, this backend is 255. All right. So if we're in here, so let's build it again because this is weird. Let's go with. I'm gonna do. Let's remove this Docker image right here, right? Because it feels like it deployed the wrong. It's like it deployed the front end, but it should be the back. I don't know. This is so weird. So let's do Docker images help, or is it Docker image rm? All right, so it deleted that. So Docker images. We have, all right, so that one is gone. It looks like I built the front end when it should have been the back end. I don't know. This is so weird. But let's try to build the back end over again into here. All right, so we'll do Docker build dot tag or Docker build, and then is it dash tag equals tech coach Ralph slash where do, all right, so how did we do this last time? Let me see. Let's see. I don't know how that happened, to be honest. All right, so let's go back over here. And I say Docker build image from Docker file with architecture with arc AMD 64. We did that last week, but let's see. So platform is what we need. So Docker build platform Linux AMD 64 -T image name. All right, so let's go back over here. very, very weird what happened. All right, we're going to do docker build -- platform, and we're going to say Linux / AMD 64 -T for tag, and we're going to say image name tech coach Ralph / AMD 64 it's not AMD, / UDEC - BE AMD 64 dot, right? So that should build our Docker image. Let's see. Work directory. So we're building our Docker. I'm so I don't know why it tried to. All right, so we got that. So let me go back to here. Clear that out. Docker images. And the first image should be. All right, so that looks much better because the last time it was 300 and it was like a 1 gig. Now it's only 333 megabytes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push that up. Docker push tech coach Ralph / UDEC - BE / or not / but AMD 64. All right, so it's pushing that up to our Docker hub. All right, so now we can go back to Kubernetes. Really got to figure out what happened to my thing. I don't like that. We're gonna go to. I can just do it through. So what I'll do is I will get rid of it through the terminal, and I will create it through the GUI. So let's do kubectl delete service UDEC - BE kubectl get services. Okay, so we'll be deleting that one. kubectl delete service, like that. And then we will also do, can I get my cursor back? kubectl delete deployment UDEC - BE. Or not. All right. All right. So that's all gone. So if we do kubectl get deployments, nothing. All right. Perfect. So because it was so easy to do it through here, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do another deploy. And we're gonna say UDEC - BE again, and whatever. We'll say keep that cluster. Container details. We're gonna go with tech coach Ralph / UDEC - BE AMD 64. Right. Then we will go with our environment variable of let me get it over here. Database connection. And the database is going to be, what is my database going to be? Okay, let's do Connect. And we're going to go here, and we're going to go to our database password. All right, we got that in there. Anything else? I think that's everything that we need. Let's go to expose next. Let's get that done as well. And let's put that port on 8080. Or let's put it on 5050. Let's put it on 5050. Right? Load balancer. Target port 3000, because that's the port that's running in the container. Or that's exposing the container. Let's do all right, I think that's everything, right? So let's do deploy. What's up, my guy Rod Brown in the building? Rod Brown at the Nourishing Word. I checked all of this stuff before we got started, and still it wanted to mess with me. All right. Anyways, what's up, Rod Brown? How are you doing? Rod Brown, one question for you.
Are you ready?
Just wanted to know. All right. So this is almost done. Let's see it. Let's see if it's gonna work. Let's see if I can get the deployment while that's happening. All right, so that's up and running. Let's see. I kind of like, I don't know, I'm torn between doing it in the command line and doing it in their. So here's the deal, right? If you do it in their command line, it's going to be the same commands across Azure. It should be the same commands across Azure, across AWS, across Google, and even doing it locally. However, it's so much easier. Like the way that we just set it up was so much easier. So let's see what do we get. So public endpoint. Why is it? I don't know why it's trying to. I don't know why it's looking for an open API key. But let's see if we take this right here and we go to our talent and we do let's see, what are we looking for? Okay, so let's see if we were to replace this with that, and we were to say here, patch not found. So we get. See, it's trying to go to the. That is so weird. Why is it trying to go to the React app? There's no React that's created here. So confused. API. Let's see. So, I'm trying to think like what exactly is it trying to do here? Because it should be the backend that's being deployed here, but it's like it's trying to deploy the front end. If I was UDEC-VE AMD64. What about let me take a look at the source code real quick. Website created with. It's literally trying to get the, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to build it again, right? Because we are in Urban Dictionary of Economic Data, build platform, and this is strictly the API stuff. This is all API code. There is no OpenAI code in here that I know of, at least. If I did, it would have been in here, and there's not. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give it a totally different name, right? I'm going to give it a different tag. So let's say UDCB2, right? So that way we can try to, maybe there's some type of caching going on. We're going to totally give it a different name. And in the meantime, I'm going to go back over here. And I am going to clear out that deployment again, because that's crazy. All right, so I'm going to say, let's do what we did before, delete services, UDC-service. All right, so that's deleted. Oops. And on the other screen, I'm going to do the push again in the meantime. Tech coach Ralph slash UDEC-BE BE2 colon AMD 64. All right, so the service is deleted. Let's do kubectl delete deployment UDEC BE. All right, so that's gone. Let me go and check out my Docker hub, hub.docker.com. And apparently I'm not signed in. Do Google. Let's see what's going on. All right, so logged into the wrong one, of course. Great. Sign out. Let's log into the right one. techcoachralph@gmail.com. All right, so there goes that UDEC BE2. This is AMD 64. There goes that. So that was 113 megabytes. Let's see what this one is. So this one. It's also 113 megabytes. So I'm confused. That's why I'm a little bit confused about what's going on here. But let's try to deploy it again. I don't know. I feel like we're going for a loop here. Let's do a deploy again. UDEC-BE. We're going to go with container details, urban dictionary. That's not the path. It's tech coach Ralph slash UDEC-BE. And it's going to be AMD 64. This should do it. Let's go to expose that, and it's going to be port 3000, and let's say port 5050. And we will go to deploy one more time. So at least we know this. At least we know that we're able to deploy the front end. Maybe I should just deploy the front end anyways after this. We do need to build the front end with the proper tag, but I don't know, it's just weird.
Lunch break! Lunch break!
All right. Well, guess what? Guess what time it is? Guess what time it is? It is break time. And on this break time, we're going to be reviewing one of my old videos, one of my first videos, right? It wasn't a live stream. It was a pre-recorded video. We're going to review it nonetheless. But let's go to break, and we'll come back for one more segment after this. Alrighty then. So, what is that supposed to mean? Interesting. Okay. All right. So let me check the chat, and then we will get to the video that I was pressured for. I'm sorry. When I say I was annoyingly reminded about this, like, so when are you gonna do video? When are you gonna do video? When are you gonna do video? I'm like, all right. Cut me some slack here. Cut me some. I can only do so much. I can only do so much, right? Let's see what we got. Let's see. Did you guys run Mitch off again? You guys run Mitch off. Let's see. We got Rob Russ says, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to the nourishing word himself. What else we got? All right, cool. So I guess there was not many people chatting because they just wanted to say, like, let's get to the video. So, as Yeezy said, if that's what they want, then that is what they are going to get. All right. So let's do this. Where do I have that stored over here? Let me see. We have, I think it's under this one. All right. So this is a video where I was giving like my history in tech and stuff like that. This is like my second pre-recorded video that I did on this channel. So if you guys are ready to suffer with me, then let's do it. Let us do it, right? I am going to put 5 minutes on the clock because we have one more segment of work to get to, and I have a meeting at 5:30 p.m. today as well. Got a coaching call, so got to keep it moving. All right, so let me put up our 5 minutes. And let's get to watching this terrible, terrible video. Welcome back to Technical Coaching with Ralph. I am Ralph. And I just wanted to take a moment to tell you a little bit about myself. I got into the IT field, where it all started. So I've been playing with computers since I was about 8 years old. I remember that my parents did not want me to have any video game consoles, but I really wanted to play video games, but I was able to have a computer. So I really wanted to play NBA Live, but my graphics card was not strong enough in order to be able to play it. So I had my mom take me to Office Depot, and I used my own money to buy a new video card, and I installed it myself into the computer, and I was able to play NBA Live and was doing research on how to update to get the latest rosters, and this is all being done on PC and around maybe 98, maybe even earlier than that, but I was determined to be able to play NBA Live. So I was working with computers. My dad, he had a business that he was exporting office supplies and computers to Haiti. So I was learning about it, helping him place orders, picking up and shipping the products that we purchased. And then fast forwarding, I went to UCF for a year for computer science, but the problem was that I didn't know what computer science was. Since it had computers in the name, I chose to go with it, but that's like one of the mistakes that I make, and which I'll touch on in a later video. But I think it's really important to understand how a lot of us fail when we go for majors that we don't know what they are. But moving forward, I went to Florida Career College, and I was studying network engineering. I haven't used network engineering since I got that degree, but one of the best things that happened there was a teacher named Lazaro Diaz, shout out to Laz, but he gave me a pirated copy of Macromedia, and that's how I ended up creating my first website. It was a total disaster, but it got me into the field of web design. So from there, after Florida Career College, I got a job as a technical support analyst, and I was helping customers troubleshoot their web hosting issues, their website issues, helping them configure their emails. I learned a lot about DNS, about MX records, everything related to web hosting. And eventually I got transitioned into the web design department there. We're doing low-level templated websites for the customers who needed websites for their businesses. That was in around 2008, which we all know about the layoffs in 2008. So around 2009, I started working as a QA analyst for a website translation technology company. And so from there, that was my introduction to official QA. And in 2011, I went to automation testing using Unified Functional Testing by HP. Very expensive software, and to me, it was very clunky, not one of the best. And in 2014, in the need to automate mobile websites, the testing of mobile websites, I found out about Selenium, and I could configure that user agent to a phone's user agent, and configure the browser to the size of the phone screen. So I found that very helpful, and we transitioned the whole company's automation testing efforts from Unified Functional Testing to Selenium using Java. And that just revolutionized that company's cost and way of automation, and it revolutionized the way that I was thinking and expanded my horizons. 2016, I went to an actual software development company, and I was part of a software development team using agile methodologies. I was on a Scrum team and a Kanban team. So from there, I got to learn even more using like the AWS cloud, Docker, Rancher, API testing, how to automate it using Rest Assured. So many things came out of that. It was very beneficial to me and to my career. Introduced a lot of new concepts at that company as well. So it was kind of like a cycle.
Move on, back to work, chop chop, let's go. Come on, get a move on. Back to work, back to work, back to work.
Important things about QA engineering. And since then, I've just been continuing down in QA engineering. It's been a long ride, about 14 years in the industry, but it's been great, and I keep finding new and more innovative ways to engineer quality assurance practices, and I just hope to be able to share a lot more of that with everyone, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Well, there we have it. There we have it. And yes, Mitch, I am going to cry in the car after I sign off. All I know is I am going to get a great birthday gift from the person who pestered me into playing that video. That's all I know. That is all I know. I'm going to get a really nice birthday gift from that person. All right. So with that being said, I don't think there's anything in the chat that is worth reading before we get back to work. Let's see. Rock says, back in the vote for that guy. I don't know. I gotta put this. I had to put the sound was so low. I had to put the volume of the sound effects up. All right, sorry about that. All right. And it says, I know my not my friend. Well, of course, Mitch, we're not friends. We're best friends. All right. I'm just saying. All right. You're gonna stop rejecting me, Mitch. You're gonna stop rejecting me. Okay. All right. Anyways. See why you guys wanna Why you guys want to do this? Why you guys want to do this? Rod Brown says, I feel like this origin story sounds like mine. I installed my first graphics card in my dad's CPU back in '98 because I just wanted to play EverQuest with my homies. That's a fact. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. It says, from there, it got me into tech. And Magnus says, mumbles, Coach Ralph. That's how it is. That's how it is. Ms. Freckles, who you talking to, Ms. Freckles? Who are you referring to? You're talking about me. I know my English. I know English. My English is not the best, but just let me know. Let me know. I will make it better. All right. Anyways, let's get back to our last segment of work for today, right? Let's get back to our last segment of work because you guys have embarrassed me enough, all right? Let's get to it.
It's time to do.
All right, so we are going to go and look at this terrible, terrible layout that I have over here. I don't know what happened to it, but we're going to look at... Let's see. So this it should be this right here, right? I don't know why it keeps trying to. Okay, nothing's loading. Did I configure something wrong? Let me see. Edit. Oh, it's not active. All right. What did I do wrong? Let's go and take a look at that. Something isn't working. Take a look at the logs. So you see this, right? So this is all information from the front end. That doesn't make any sense why the front end would be trying to, because I didn't do that. All right, so let's see. So this is at 16:34, which would be just now. I don't understand what's going on here. Something is really, really wrong. That doesn't make any sense. You see, look at that. It's trying to use this. So this is so crazy. Why are you trying to use this? I am a bit confused here. Why is it trying to use? It is using the wrong image. But that means that my image. So let's go take a look over here. Docker file, working directory, main Node.js. That's so weird. Let's go back over here. Let's see. YAML. Let me look in here. Tech Coach Ralph, UDEC -BE, which should be it. So if we were to go over here on our local computer, because apparently we're trying to load the, I don't understand why it's doing that. Because I'm building it from the API. And we say, so I say docker run, docker run. We want to say --name UDEC -BE AMD 64. And we say D for well, we'll not do detached. We'll just leave it as that, and we'll say the container that we're gonna use, or the image we're gonna use, is tech coach Ralph slash UDEC dash BE AMD 64. All right, so this is actually good. On locally, it's good. So why when it's on Docker, it's trying to do something different? Tech coach drive UDC. That's the same thing that I have here. Let's see. Let's delete that. Something isn't clicking right, because I can see running it locally, I see the right image, but when I'm doing it here, Docker images, so I see the image that I created here. So when I look at, because when I push it, UDEC2, it should just be there. Builds. All right, so let's do it again. I'm really confused by what's happening. All right, so that's gone. We need to are there any services that are running? Let's look over here. So let's delete that service. Docker delete service. Docker kubectl, sorry. Kubectl. Let me go back and make sure the command that I put was correct, because I don't understand why locally is trying to use. Make sure I did push it though. Okay, everything is pushed up. All right, so if I refresh this. Oh, wait. So I definitely pushed up the wrong thing just now. Push up the right thing. All right, right thing is pushed up. Now, all right, so if we go to, let's see here, we're gonna go over to here, and we say we're gonna try another deploy. So weird. UDEC -BE for backend. Labels, UDEC, okay, and we say Okay. Existing container. So we set, let's say a new. So say a tech coach Ralph slash UDEC dash BE2, because that's what it is right now. And I can use the ones that I have as well. And environment variable, we're going to say database connection. Value is going to be this one. Let's go to put the password in. Let's go with, oops, CREDC 2024. Let's go with that. And we say expose. We will do as a new service, port 3000, port 5050. And we will say load balancer and we do deploy. Let's see what happens with that, because I don't know. It's so weird that it's like locally it's picking up the right Docker image, but here it's picking up the wrong one for some reason. And there should be no connection to the two at all. So that's why I'm a little confused why that's happening. But if anything, we might have to just continue with this next week, because I thought we're supposed to be deploying the back end, but it's like we're actually deploying the front end, which we shouldn't be deploying the front end, because the front end is going to be totally meaningless if we can't get the back end to work. I don't know. I'm so confused by what's happening. So while that's happening, all right. So we got those up. I just don't understand like where the mix-up is happening. And let's see. All right, come on. Let's see what's going on here. Does that make any sense? Let me see. Had the routing correctly. All right, so let's see what we get here. Container logs. All right, there you go. So now we're using the right. Now it's using the right image, right? But the issue is that it's not getting the. So it's not. All right. So I don't know. Like, see, it's still kind of finicky here. Here is correct. Open URI. Here is not so correct. I don't know where that part. So I have to investigate that part, because that part should not be happening. It's like he's trying to deploy something extra, which I don't have as part of this application. But I know that it's filling on the URI parameter. So it should be getting that from database connection. So let's go back to Well, that was 10 minutes ago. Let's go with... Let's go with... I'm concerned about this one right here. Let's go to... All right, let's go back. And we're going to do... cluster. We'll go with... Let's go over here. So we have this. We have... Let's see. So all this stuff is working here. Get deployments, nothing. All right, so can I update my, I know I can do it through the command line, but I thought I had the environment variable set. Let me see. Have this, have that. Use rollout sequencing. API error. Oh wait, there's a... Let's see. So, I will... Let's go to... Let's go to terminal again. Okay. So if we say kubectl set env deployment udec-be and we would say that it was going to be this one. We go get this one, and it would be database connection, right? Yep. Equals this. And can I see the logs? Okay. Oh, hold on. I gotta do that. And like I said, I'll change this password shortly after. udec udec. So let's go with that. And I think I need a quotation mark in the beginning as well. And let's go. sorry, environment variable is updated. So we're going to do Docker, not Docker. I'm going to do cube CTO. Is it rollout? I always forget. Cube CTO. So let's rollout restart. So we're going to do cube CTO rollout restart UDEC B. Restart. All right, so that is restarted for the deployment. Let's see what we get. QCTL, get.
Lunch break, lunch break.
So it looks like let's see. Let me see. Anything on here? Let's go here. Check the logs again. Looking. I don't see anything happening right now, though. Let's go to cube, CTO, get, get deployments. Okay, so let's put it like this. I do see it reading the database image. I don't know why it's not using the password or why it's not finding the database connection. Over here is the issue now. So it's saying it's tripping up at creating the connection. The connection should be database connection, unless that shouldn't be undefined. Let me see. Last ordeal. If I go and okay, well, I don't know. I think we're closer, but something's happening with that database connection. So we will get that connection working, because apparently the front end can be deployed because that OpenAI was from the front end, but just weird behavior happening. So this means that this is using the back end, so that's a good thing. Let's see Log Explorer real quick. Let's close that. All right, well, that's gonna be it.
The sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
We're closer. We know that we're finally at entering the connection information for the database. It should have picked it up, but it didn't. So we'll just have to continue investigating. We'll get it to work, and then we're gonna get it deployed, right? We're gonna get it deployed. Before I check the chat, I'm going to end the poll to see what was the sentiment. Which one should we do? Should we deploy this once we finally get it on Google, right? Should we deploy this on Azure? Should we deploy it on AWS, or should we do both of them, or none at all? Right. So let me end the poll to see what we got. We have nobody voted to move on. We had 45% said yes to AWS and Azure, 27% said to AWS, and 27% said to Azure. If you voted for Azure, I am very confident that you probably work for the federal government. And if you voted for AWS, you probably work in the private sector. That would be my guess. I could be totally wrong about that. It could be mixed, but that would be my guess, all right? And if you voted for both, you just want to have a good time. You just want to party. You just want to party if you voted for. You guys remember in Step Brothers, and it says, "Why do you need this?" Because I like to party. Because I like to party. So if you voted for both of them, then you like to party. All right. Let's do this. I'm gonna show if this works. So, what's coming up? If you are a Tech Coach Off Patreon member, if you're getting one-on-one coaching from me, or you're a technical explorer, go ahead and join the Patreon and join the Discord. We are working, have office hours on there. I'm probably going to be doing it either every Saturday or every other Saturday, depending on availability. One of my tech barbarians, they are gathering. They're planning on building out a new app. They're gathering data on what's needed. It's going to be related to interviews, all of that good stuff. And we're going to be going live tomorrow morning. So if you need one-on-one coaching, techcoach.dev, it is pinned to the top of the chat. It's also in the description, so that's where you can get it from. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be going live with large language models. We're going to be continuing exploring Google Gemini and connecting to that API. We're probably going to buy like $25 worth of credit from it to see how it generates our content creation information. And as well, we have the Tech Music channel is going to be streaming what it did last week, David Goggins. And honestly, I use it for myself, right? I use it for myself. I get up early and I put it on and I go to work, right? I go to work, getting ready for competition, working out, working throughout the day, all that good stuff. So it's going to be on and popping tomorrow morning on the Tech Music channel. It's a mix of David Goggins along with songs that I created from AI, all of that good stuff, right? So that's what's happening tomorrow, and we have Candid Conversations at noon Eastern time tomorrow. Candid Conversations. We're gonna be talking about failure. We're gonna be talking about failure and how I believe that every last one of you should embrace failure, right? Let's go through the chat. I got to get out of here very, very quickly because I have a call in about 30 minutes. So let's check the chat real quick, and then we will get up and out of here. Let's see. It says, if you feel convicted, maybe I'm talking about, hold on. Where's it? Get this thing off. Where's my, says, if you feel convicted, maybe I'm talking about you. Wow, Miss Freckles. I'm sorry. When Miss Freckles comes, she comes with the heat. All right, she comes with the heat. It says he came a long way though. Proud of this chump. Well, I will take that as a compliment. It says maybe you answered this a long time ago, but since your API is allowing two applications to talk to each other, which apps are talking? So the API is allowing the database. So the API is talking to the database, right? The API is getting information from the database as well as putting information into the database. The front end part, like the visual part that we see, like for instance, when we see this information, right? This information is coming from the database, right? So the API stands as the middleman between the website itself, which is just like content, and the database and the database. So the API is what's pulling information, pushing information, has some additional logic there as well. But that's what the API is doing. All right. Let's go back to full screen. And let's see. May Circle says good point, and Mitch has both of them. Magnetar. Yeah, I know who you voted for, Magnetar. I know who you voted for. Let's see. Says Mitch says get off my drums. Who's playing your drums? Is that all? Oh, whoa. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. We got Mitch. Do you see who this is? Do you see who this is? We got Ferris in the building. What's good, Ferris? Ferris says, I am the database.
How dare you?
Let him know, Ferris. You know what, Ferris, one more time. I am the database.
How dare you?
And Ferris says, how are you? I am doing great. Happy to, you know, the funny thing is, I was scheduling a video for Friday, and I was fighting with the AI clone, right? And it literally mentions you. It literally mentions you, and it says, I said, wow, the clone is getting feisty. It has the spirit of feisty Ferris in there. And out of the blue, my guy Ferris is back in 3D. What's up, Ferris? Ferris says, Mitch says, who is this? That's a great question. Who is this guy? And it says, Ferris, we need After Dark back. I'm telling you, you said my name before. All right, you know what? That is crazy. That is crazy. That's hilarious that we see Ferris just pop in at the last minute. It says, calling me a bot is crazy. I know, I did not call you a bot. I said my clone has your feistiness. Because we were fighting. It called me stupid. My clone called me stupid. I was like, whoa. That's going to be a good one on Friday. I have that scheduled for Friday. It's going to be a really, really good one, all right? Anyways, I've had enough. I've had enough of you guys telling me that my intros are too long and that laughing at my second video that I created when, you know, I've had enough. I can't do it anymore. I cannot do it. I gotta go. I'm going to, as Mitch said before my 5:30 call, I'm going to go cry in the car because I am heartbroken that you guys would actually laugh at my video. But then I have to have a call and then I have to go help somebody set up their podcast system. Like they're going to be starting, someone in HR is going to be starting a podcast. Once they are ready to go, I will be announcing who they are, all of that good stuff, right? What? Wait, Ferris, you can't do this. You can't just be dropping these bombs like that, right? I can't, you just can't be dropping these bombs. Ferris says that I am an engineer now. What? All right. So I know I got to go, but we have to give Ferris a proper celebration on, you guys know how we do here. We have to give Ferris a proper congratulations on his accomplishments because Ferris was streaming for a while. He was learning Python and he ended up getting like 10 jobs, you know, being the true islander that he is, right? He got like 10 jobs and he got ghosted. He said he shut down all of his social media. He said, I got to work. Now he's probably sleeping on $1 million bed sheets. So with that being said, I'm going to celebrate my guy Ferris who just came back from the dead. Let's get to it.
Another one. Let's get it. We the best. I appreciate you. Ain't believing us.
Shout out to Ferris, the engineer. Shout out to you, Ferris. Great. And Ferris says, next time I will be an architect. Well, does that mean that we're not going to see you for like another, 6 to 10 months, Ferris? Or like, what is that? What is it? You just popping in and then popping out? All right. I really got to go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Ferris, it was great to see you. And hopefully everything is going well with you. Mitch, thank you. Roxy, as always, thank you so much. Rock the Scrubs, Roxy. Miss Freckles, Magnetar, AR Smitty, Rod Brown, as always. Trebek. Oh, I can't wait to hear from you, Trebek. I want to see what you have in mind, see if we can put something together. That'd be really, really cool. All of that good stuff, right? Everybody else who was here, thank you so much. For those watching in the clouds, shout out to you, Monica. I see you. I see you watching, Monica. I see you watching, Monica. You know, I see you in the clouds. I see you in the clouds, Monica. All of you guys, thank you guys so much. But we gotta go. I gotta wrap it up. I will be live tomorrow morning. To large language models, right? Ferris, while you were gone, I released two AI albums, Victory, and they're on Spotify and stuff like that. Victory, as well as Abandon, which was released on Valentine's Day. So check them out. But yeah, with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Sunday. Enjoy your Sunday. Tech Coach Ralph, we are out.
They said I wouldn't make it, they laughed at my dream. Every move I made felt like swimming upstream. But yesterday I met a fan, eyes full of belief. In their gaze I saw the end to my grief.
Doubt didn't win, trust began. Looked in the mirror, saw my biggest fan. Heart beats like a drum, fight through the span. Kept on pushing, now I'm the man.
Folks called it trash, said I'd never thrive. Every word I spat, cut deep like a knife. Thought my wings were clipped, stuck in a dive. But mirrors don't lie, I saw myself alive. I put in all the hours, climbed out from the dirt. They dissed and dismissed, said I'd always get hurt. Met a fan so loyal, reflections don't lie. My biggest supporter is just me in my mind.
Through the noise and shadows I held my ground. Bumps, bruises, broken, no comfort found. But that fan smile turned my world around. Now I'm rising sky high above the sound.
Doubt didn't win and trust I began. When I looked in the mirror, saw my biggest fan. Heart beats like a drum, fight through the span. Kept on pushing, now I'm the man.
From the ashes I flew, they can't dim my flame. Every mocking voice only fed my aim. Yesterday showed me it's not just a game. Cause in my reflection I found my name.
Folks called it trash, said I'd never thrive. Every word I spat, cut deep like a knife. Thought my wings were clipped, stuck in a dive. But mirrors don't lie, I'm the man.
From the ashes I flew, they can't dim my flame. Every mocking voice only fed my aim. Yesterday showed me it's not just a game. Cause in my reflection I found my name.
Folks called it trash, said I'd never thrive. Every word I spat, cut deep like a knife. Thought my wings were clipped, stuck in a dive. But mirrors don't lie, I'm the man.